Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' It's D. About to react to this vid. This is best Judge Judy episode ever. Evil stepmom. Evil. Let's see what happens. I love Judge Judy. Like, I've seen many episodes of this show. This woman is just she's everything. Okay, she is one of the best judges that I've ever seen step foot in a courtroom, you know, if you ask me. Anyway, let's see what this episode is like, though. Let's watch.
33-year-old Jackie Harder is suing her ex-husband's new girlfriend, 38-year-old Denise Novo, for defamation of character. Jackie alleges that Denise passed out flyers in her neighborhood, accusing her of being a child abuser.
Oh.
Denise says the flyers are true.
Girl,
Order,
what?
all rise.
What the hell? Wait, who was the new girlfriend?
Case number 244 on the calendar in the matter of Harder versus Novo. Parties have been sworn in. Judge, you may be seated. Have a seat, please. Have a seat.
Mrs. Harder, the defendant, according to your papers, is the present girlfriend of your former husband.
Correct.
Who you allege defamed you.
Yes.
In your community.
Girl, she clearly threatened. Your husband must still want her, because why the fuck you worried about her to that degree and you wanted to post pictures of her being a child abuser around the neighborhood? Girl, go get a job.
By slandering you and by publishing flyers demeaning your character and saying things about your children.
Yes.
Well, is this the ex-husband?
Yes.
And you condoning this?
Do you not get along with each other?
No.
Absolutely not.
You don't get along with him and you don't get along with her.
No. I get along with him if she's not involved.
How many children do you
That's the
have?
problem.
How old are they?
9 and 6.
And how long have you been divorced?
6 years.
So you were married for a short period of time.
5 years.
Tell me about this defamation.
I have a copy of the flyer right here. I moved into a new home October of '96, and in February, my neighbors came to me. 3 separate neighbors came to me on one Sunday afternoon and said that prior to me moving in, a strange woman had gone through the neighborhood, knocked on the door, and handed out these flyers.
Can I see them, please?
She is trifling. You gotta find something to do with your time, girl. What does it say? Protect my kids. They have just moved into your neighborhood. Their mother and her boyfriend are known abusers, both mentally and physically. And she's slow. They are records of this at the Child Protective Services. They are. It's supposed to be there are, first of all. Girl.
Stop. I've read your answer. Now, according to your answer, you don't deny that you went up to some of the neighbors in the new place where she was moving in and had conversations with them. Correct?
Correct.
She look evil.
You didn't discuss these flyers in your answer, but I assume these flyers are flyers that you gave to them. Is that correct?
1. Correct.
So why don't you explain why?
They were meant for a telephone pole.
What?
They were meant for a telephone pole
love
in the
this.
neighborhood because we were concerned for the children.
You ain't concerned for
Who was
shit.
concerned for what children?
I, myself, and the father of the children were very concerned
Of
of situations that the children were discussing with both I and the father about some abuse towards them from their mother and the mother's boyfriend.
Step up here.
And we can no longer turn
Step
our
up here.
cheek.
Step up here. You have concerns about your children, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you go to the family court?
I went to the family.
You went to the family court.
No, I didn't go to family court. I called Child Protective Service.
I didn't ask you if you called Child Protective Services. You chewing gum?
Yes, ma'am.
Get rid of it. I
Look at that
said if
little
you are
smug look on his
concerned
face.
about your
I don't trust
children,
him.
why didn't you go to the family court and say, I am concerned about my children, and I think that perhaps we should entertain a different kind of custody arrangement for the children. Why didn't you do that?
I did do that. I went to mediation.
Good.
A mediation.
Good. And what
to-
happened as a result of the mediation?
What happened in mediation?
Yes.
What happened in mediation?
Try to remember, so they're your children. Did you
I
get
know
your
they're my
children?
children.
Did you get your children?
Yes, I did get my children.
So you got custody of your children.
Right.
So then
No, I
what are
didn't
we
get
doing
custody
here?
of my.
No.
No.
I didn't get custody.
Just a second.
I didn't get custody of them. I got visitation.
Good. Now, after you had visitation with your children, according to your girlfriend, the two of you became very concerned about the children's welfare.
Right.
Why not go back
So why
to
didn't
court?
you go back to court and say, circumstances have changed. I would like to have a hearing with regard to custody of my children. I would like my children to have their own attorney that they can speak to, right? And resolve
He
the
looks
matter
so
in an
stupid.
orderly fashion as you did with your visitation request. Why didn't you do that?
Well, the man that I was talking to, the mediator, he said if there was any problems to come back and talk to him. There was a statement that he issued, and it was a court order, that she not degrade me in front of the kids and to leave me alone.
Degrading you in front of the children.
Right.
That's your primary concern.
No, it's not my primary concern, but these children are going, they're not, how do you say it? Excuse me.
He is
Not well
lying.
spoken. But my children are going through hell right now.
You think that this
And you're
makes it
smiling.
better?
Well, I think I've already gone to the Child Protective Services. I went to the school. Nobody
If you
else
went to
would
Child
help me.
Protective Services, that means that Child Protective Services did an investigation. Huh?
Yes, they did.
And did
And
they
what
take
they
any
find?
action?
No, they didn't.
And how many times did you go to Child Protective Services?
3 times.
And of the 3 times that you went there, was any action taken, any case filed against their mother?
There's an open case, but nothing was filed against her.
And the children remain in her care.
Yes.
Do you have any children, madam?
Yes, I do.
Where are they?
She's 17 years old.
No,
That's not what I asked.
where
I
is
didn't
she?
ask how old she is. I said, where is she?
She's at home waiting for a job interview
At home where?
in Santa Barbara.
Is that where you live?
Yes, that is.
So she lives with the 2 of you.
Yes, she does.
She finished school?
No, she hasn't.
Why not?
She's a junior in high school.
I don't understand what you mean. She's waiting for a job interview.
She has independent studies.
Why?
I pulled her out of the school system.
Why?
I don't like the high school near my home.
Huh? Is that your only child?
Yes, it is.
And when did you pull her out of school? How old was she?
September of 96.
How long have you been living in the same place, sir?
Since, what's, what?
Don't ask her.
Oh, I'm not good with dates, excuse me.
You're not good with language and you're not good with dates. What are you good at?
Judge Judy
Lying?
continues.
Actually, he ain't
You
good
must
at
be
that
very
because I
smart
can see
people
right
in order
through
to
it.
teach this child yourself. He doesn't know dates. He doesn't know anything. And you do this. This is outrageous. This is outrageous. You are a mean, vindictive
Evil
woman
spirited.
who could do this. She's moving into a new place. You didn't get what you want when you call Child Protective Services. They conduct no less than 3 investigations against her. They find absolutely no basis to remove the children, so you decide to make a little trouble, make her life a little bit miserable. And you go around before she moves into the community, and you plaster things up around the community. She says she gave it out to people. Genius over here says it was supposed to be on telephone poles.
Like that's better.
All right? I want to tell you something. If I were the family court judge, not a mediator, but if I were the family court judge who was deciding visitation with your children, you, sir, would see your children under a supervised visitation arrangement only. And I am a very serious proponent of fathers having as unrestricted quality time, if they are not the custodial parents of children, as is possible, because I always believe that that's in a child's best interest, to have the love and companionship of both biological parents.
Mustache
always
nigga?
been my view. I'm a serious proponent of that, but not, sir, when you live with this kind of witch. Judgment in this case is for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,000. Whatever counterclaim there is dismissed. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Her hand on her head. She only said witch because calling you a bitch would be inappropriate for a judge, but I'm gonna call you a bitch because you trifling bitch. Like, why would you do that? That's so fucked up. You tried to go through the courts and they like, this woman ain't doing nothing wrong. Like, y'all leave them alone. And then you wanted to tarnish her name, her good name. No. And he seemed like he was lying. Like, he up there smiling and looking around and stuttering and not recalling shit. Like, y'all clearly all on some bullshit, and I'm glad Judge Judy saw right through it. See, this is why I fuck with her. I love her. Y'all let me know what y'all thought, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!